Lisa looks right at me whenever she talks about killing off
You're the only character member here.
With Codex being the priest in-game, do you see her filling the same role in real life as the healer of her group as they face those real-world challenges?
I like the way you think. Yes, definitely Codex is the healer in-game, and she is the healer out of the game. And she's the kind of person who always puts other people's needs before her, because she's maybe too afraid to confront her own problems. So it's a great way to avoid this. And yeah, I think, she's a nurturing personality, and I think she does that whatever aspect of her life in the game.
What other projects do you guys have planned for this year other than season 2?
Well, I'd like to. I just I'm gonna plug.
Plug.
Oh.
I made a Comedy Central web series called The Legend of Neo. It's on Adam.com, and Felicia, these are her panties.
It's true. I'm in episode 3. I'm a fairy, and it's very cool.
It's about a guy. It's about a guy who gets sucked into Zelda and has to fight his way out, like a regular Joe Schmo, beer guzzling dude. And he gets sucked into the game and encounters all the characters and creatures, and they are much weirder than you think.
It's really funny, and I am in the 3rd episode, and I'm a fairy, and it's really cool, because I'm a tiny fairy.
Yeah, we turned her into a 7-inch tall fairy.
It's very exciting.
Which was fun to do.
And it's a little racy.
It's a little racy. It's a little more South Parky than I would say
The Guild is. The Guild is layered, has complex characters, and then it's hilariously funny while you're just, has a shtick. I'm just totally kidding. It's really funny.
But it will have a built-in audience because a lot more people have been exposed to Zelda than have been exposed to the Guild or the World of Warcraft.
It's true. I think there'll be. I actually do. We were talking about this last night. Well, we weren't, but my friends and I were talking about it last night. It really does. They actually touch upon, I think, two different markets, and I hope ultimately there'll be a lot of crossover.
But I think it's the same.
This is kind of like more the people who love South Park, like the frat boy. I think they'll enjoy this.
It's a little more frat boy, but at the same time, it's like I was talking to somebody about like the brown, at the brown coat booth. The Buffy fans aren't necessarily gamers, but it's like it's like a Venn diagram.
So here's a Venn diagram,
and then there's everybody's touching. So it's not that far to go from what. I have a head glass.
All right. Were there any artists, panels, guests here this weekend that you guys are just dying to see, had a chance to see, or?
There were other things going on besides my sign because I literally didn't see anything. I mean, all day. I didn't
see anything.
I have not walked around.
I didn't have to do half as much as you did because I was in the Dr. World.
That's true.
And I didn't get to see anything else, so I couldn't even imagine.
I didn't get to do anything at all. But it was, this afternoon maybe I'll get 2 hours of walking around buying stuff. But I'm not complaining because it's great to have something to show fans and interact with them. But it has been sad that I couldn't get some panels. But I did, while I was signing, one of the Brown Coat people brought down Jacqueline Carey, the author, who writes The Crystal Guard and for all those series. And I'm a huge fan, and sometimes fans meet you and they're really nervous. And I'm like, why are you nervous? I'm just a person. But I got so nervous when I met her. I was a blithering idiot. So now I understand that.
It's so funny.
It is funny how you can doubt over certain people.
Right.
I can meet somebody hugely famous. I'm like, oh, okay. But when you're surprised with somebody who you admire, it's really.
It was insane when the first time I met Joss. I never really met him before, and I'm a huge Firefly fan. And I was on the set of Dr. Vogel, and I just kind of, because my girlfriend worked on it, helped out on the set, she covered the props and stuff like that. And I walked on the set, and everybody was like, oh, Zabu, because they had a show from you. And I was like, oh, cool. And they were about to start shooting, and then someone was like, oh, Zabu, and they were kind of, and I couldn't really see him, but they were I was like, oh, don't mess up the shoot to say hi to Zabu. But then Leah, my girlfriend, leans over, she's like, that's Joss Whedon. I was like, oh, I'm a.
And then you start sweating,
and
you're like, I don't know what to say to you right now, I'm really nervous.
But no, he was totally cool because he liked the Guild and was a fan of what we've done. It was really easy to engage him and have a normal conversation with him.
Really?
I thought.
Oh, I'm still enjoying it. I get trembling. I mean, not around Joss. Right. Not that he's not trembling
worthy. He's super cool.
Yeah.
He's super down the road.
Well, that's why his fans are so loyal, I think. Because he's just awesome.
Right.
Really.
But I got to meet Will Wheaton, which I was very excited about. I know you're super friends with him, but I love him.
Yeah, I'm not super friends. I mean, I'm not. He's going on the internet, he's like, hello, Felicia. We're not super friends.
He's gonna say that? He's gonna like go out of
Are
his
you sure
way
you
to
don't
say
have a
that
costume
he's
under
a
there?
winner.
You know, it's the same thing. I don't like overstepping myself or being
Okay, sorry.
braggy.
No, but you guys are friends. and
We're
I had-
acquaintances.
You're acquaintances.
bordering on friendship.
Well, you guys were talking to each other, and I hadn't met him, and I was excited to meet him. So I got to meet him at the con, and I was so excited. Because I'm a huge Star Trek Next Generation nerd.
Are you guys getting recognized in public now? Yeah.
Oh, a lot. I mean, especially in this concentrated area, it's crazy. I mean, it's I can't walk a couple feet. It's cool because it's the indie side that recognizes us more, and then it's like when you're on the corporate side, people are like, oh, it's the Aston Martin from James Bond. But we're in the comic side and like the graphic artist side, or outfit side. It's like we get recognized a lot more, which is cool. I mean, I'm an indie girl.
I think people like think they know you more too. So they're like, "Hey, how's it going?" Like they come to you like they're your friend.
It's not. It's
like
less.
disarming.
It's almost. Yeah. It's less Spanish. It's more like, hey, I follow your Twitter.
Yeah.
I'm a Facebook
It's
fan.
cool.
It's like, yeah, I like that.
One last question.
Okay.
Worst case scenario, one day the internet crashes and it never comes back. What will you do?
I don't even know why you would do that.
Why? Why is it?
Well,
what
you
is
know, all the
this
Terminator hype.
apocalyptic scenario?
I don't even want to go there. I mean, it's so traumatic. I just got my iPhone. I'm connected 24/7. I don't know why you would even try to rob me of my passions. I would just be reading fantasy novels like I do.
Yeah, pretty
normally.
much. That's yeah. I'd be reading fantasy novels.
Is there anything else that you want to say about the Guild, Legend of Neil, anything that you did this weekend?
No, I just want to, I mean, I guess I would say thank you to the fans because, I mean, Dr. Horrible doesn't have PR people, you know, Guild doesn't have PR people. This is all grassroots stuff, and it's like really revolutionizing the internet and how people get their entertainment, and I think it's a term for the good. And I love the fact that they've made it as big as, all of it as big as it is. So thank you. Thank you.
Well, I want to thank you for talking to us today.
No problem.
We're really looking forward to the Guild. We're looking forward to Legend of Neil, and we're really excited with how big Dr. Horrible has been, and look forward to hopefully a return of Penny and our own idea of fan fiction that's spinning off.
That would be great.
So, thank you so much.
Thank you,
guys have
Raven.
a great time at the rest of Comic Con.
All right,
Thanks,
bye.
love.